welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
This game, I'm just playing here because these are two teams. One has won 14-0, the other one has won 27. Two incredible teams. Let's see what's going to happen here. Enjoy.
Coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Lonzo Ball takes on another
Kevin,
ball.
even though starters are important, those great sixth men have been the key to so many championship teams. Think about the likes of Andre Iguodala, Manu Ginobili, Lamar Odom. And still, with some, there's a stigma to coming off the bench.
David Aldridge, thank you. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Washington. Terry Rozier is out there with Ball. And it's Smith. And it's Baisley in at the 4. And for the Magic, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Ball. And it's Maxwell in at the small forward. Frank, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, as the playoffs are coming up, how do they ensure their success continues into the postseason?
Okay, the skeptics are still going to be out there. You just got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You've got to be resilient and adaptable when the adversity hits, because it's going to come. And the belief system is so paramount to success of teams, especially underdog teams in the postseason. Do they have the confidence to get the job done?
That one goes in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Ball from long range. Here he's it from three-point range.
And Ball is great at pulling up quickly, easily shifting from dribble to that shooting motion there. And there's no hitch in that game.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
And he comes up with the deuce.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Sinks the triple.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Ball from long range. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
From deep three-point range. No good there. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And boy, did they impress everyone with that comeback they had in the fourth. Just stunned that crowd. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pelicans.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Buffalo has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stan's only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
That's a 2 from Rozier. Again, the Hornets score.
The lightning quickness of Rozier, proving how dangerous he is when the break is on.
The Magic have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. And once again off the mark by Buffalo.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And it's the Hornets ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Deep 2 from Ball. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ball's got 13 points.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Back to Rozier. Charlotte moving it around. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
They're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to wheel his team back in the game.
Washington, that's good.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Deep two from Ball. He trains the quick shot. 14 points for him.
And I tell you what, Ball has proven to be a threat to score whenever he has it. When he's feeling it, boy, the D is going to be in for a long night.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 16. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got 19 points.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Buffalo trails by 8. There's Ball with the 3. And Buffalo, another 3.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
The drive-by Ball. It's his first trip to the line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job. Shooting 2.
That's good from Ball. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with a great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ball with a wide-open look, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Deep 2 from Ball, and there are the Magic with another bucket. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. The 3.
Please subscribe.
And Charlotte
And you
with the
see on the
triple.
side of the screen,
You can
please
see it. Once
subscribe.
this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard
Subscribe,
to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 34-point game against New York.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Buffalo. Trailing by 4. Last time they came together was in Charlotte. They fell to the Hornets.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game. So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Rozier, that falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Rozier's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And we'll be right back after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Hornets. All out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Smith. And it's Baisley in at the power forward position. Ball with the bucket.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Ball. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ball's got 35 in the game.
Yeah, even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
Drains the three-pointer.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Very hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes where he can take advantage.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Count that one. Baisley's got his third bucket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
The Magic have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Ball from long range. And Buffalo, another 3.
Well, they're just riding a hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
There's Ball with the 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Buffalo is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter.
Wow, how about the focus from the big man? Jonathan Isaac, comfortable in the paint.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. The Hornets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. There's Ball with the 3. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Deep 2 from Ball. Another bucket. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Smith the pass to Washington. It's a nice pass in there by Charlotte. Isaac with the steal. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Passes it to Maxwell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Hornets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Ball from long range. Good. Another from 3.
Got that wrong.
He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Ball with the bucket.
But every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Charlotte in the lead. Here's Ball. Washington finds Ball. It's tipped. A floater. That one drops for him. Ball's got 49 points in the game.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Buffalo. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That will complete this 4-game homestand.
And Ball is aggressive on the offensive end. He just knows how to get to his spots out on the floor.
Now, here's Ball. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Deep two from Ball. And there's another one for Buffalo.
And I tell you, Ball has really perfected that unorthodox style with the jumper. Quick at getting it off as well. The D really stands no chance.
Ball with the bucket.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Ball with a wide open look. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Ball
There it is, guys.
and
69.
again, Charlotte with the triple.
The D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And it's Ball penetrating. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 1:05 left to play here in the half. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
That'll be a 5-second call.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in steals, and such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Here's Baisley. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And don't make a mistake, the 3 blocks had a huge impact on the game as well. It really turned the game in their favor.
And once again off the mark by Buffalo. And Charlotte turns it over again. Buffalo trails by 4. 16 feet away. Here's Isaac. And it's Baisley with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Just his first attempt. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A highly coordinated big fellow. Carter Jr. has a variety of moves down low that he can beat defenders with.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. That'll be a 5-second call. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Finally.
Got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Hornets lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break. With the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Big-time play throughout the first half for LaMelo Ball. He had a scoring performance for the Asians, putting up an enormous amount of points and 2 assists. He's been a different player than he was their last outing when he was off his game. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing we learned from
70, 60.
your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never. Leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things.
Hold tight. Okay, new
Faster. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Edwards is out there with Ball. Then there's Maxwell. Then there's Carter. And it's Isaac in at the 4 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Buffalo. Here's the 3, and again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Smith outside. And Charlotte again with the bucket. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid. Watch this one. It's going to nail like.
For Buffalo, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Maxwell. The Hornets pull it in. Beasley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
To the paint. Isaac passes to Maxwell. Stolen by Washington. Hornets leading by 4. Pass to Green, and it's Ball in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's the lob to Carter.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Hornets have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. As you take a look at Charlotte, they've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs. And, of course, the Magic, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for the Magic, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Ball from long range. And Buffalo, another 3.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They hit every single shot since the break.
Buffalo trails by 7. There's Ball with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
There's Ball with the 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Kept alive. Isaac kicks the ball. From deep. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
What's gotten into him today? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
Here's Ball, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That's good from Ball. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for, but at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Shoots the 3. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Charlotte in the lead. Here's Ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Magic for the tie. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Ball. And got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. The Magic shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. There's Ball with the three. Buries it from three-point range.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Smith. From deep three-point range, Carter pulls it in. Buffalo with the ball. They lead by one. Edwards passes to Isaac. Deep two from Ball. Again, what an avalanche! That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Ball from long range. Good, he hits again.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. There's Ball with the three, and Buffalo another three.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
20 feet out. Washington passes to Baisley. Offline. It's been all about Lonzo Ball for Buffalo. He has never been better. This is the most points he's scored in his career. And he is looking to add to it. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Buffalo leading by 3. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Ball. Also Green out there. Smith is out there with Washington. And it's Baisley in at the foursome.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Ball with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Ball has just had 100 points.
It's trailed by 6.
Even though record is 145 Curry. Tatum at
Fires the
143.
3. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. There's Ball with the 3. No good. Now Buffalo takes it the other way. There's the pass to Maxwell. Magic moving the ball around. Shot on the wing, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And now an 8-point Buffalo lead. Charlotte's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. There's Ball with the 3. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
The 3. And good. He hits it again.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Buffalo leading by 5. Ball feeling it out a bit. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Just call him the closer. He won't let this team lose.
He lobs it up. Smith against Maxwell. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Right wing. Here's Edwards. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Washington, that's good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last. Boy, what else is new? This guy's accuracy this quarter has been phenomenal.
Ball from long range. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Fires from deep. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Now just a 3-point Buffalo lead.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
And at 6'6" ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts.
It's good from long range.
And you talk about getting back into the game, folks. 3 is better than 2.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Took him no
It's
time
tied.
at all on that one.
Oh.
And the Magic lead by 6.
And that 3 was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
Isaac's gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. The trade, and it's the Hornets another 3.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving 3?
It's intercepted. They kick it out to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Ball from long range. And again for 3. He's really smacking in from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
Green inside the 3-point line. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Outside Ball. From deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Paisley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. To take the lead, and it's the Hornets another 3. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's the quickness of Ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
2 shots. First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
All right. To tie this up. Come on. You haven't missed all night. Oh,
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And here's Charlotte. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Washington knocks down from the three.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And how about the confidence with which Ball plays? I mean, he just seems so much more comfortable taking and making those big shots. This guy is a flat-out winner.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Magic. Tries to save it out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Beasley passes to Green.
It's been
Lines up
blocked.
the alley-oop pass.
Just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big shot, but it works just the same. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. T2 from Ball.
Alley catch.
What a beautiful shot to put him to within three. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
$15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to...
And again.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense
NFL.
to slow him down.
He's on a mission.
Bro, it's Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry
Scoring.
also has first.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Maxwell. All out there with Edwards. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Good on the triple.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession. And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was
Curry's
taking that
record.
shot.
And Buffalo shooting an almost unfair
It's up.
78%.
He got it.
Falls. Amazing.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. From deep. And yet, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And here's Green outside, and another three for Charlotte.
Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these.
Good out from three.
And the threes just keep on coming. Another shot and another hit.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going. There's Ball with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Dre, he's been phenomenal in
that
offensive
last
onslaught.
game.
From past the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
And just no better time to catch fire from three than overtime. He's hitting those triples like it's nothing.
Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Deep two from Ball. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. Smith fires from way outside. Baisley passes to Ball. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Ball. This one for 3. Good! Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There
Luka
is no
Doncic
stopping
at
this shot.
54.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Ball with the bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
I think we'll see them burn the clock. And again for
Get
3.
to it.
He is unstoppable here. It's again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands GA by himself for 3rd place in most threes all time.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. 30 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. That'll be a 5-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Late in overtime, they've got a chance to take the lead.
By far the biggest possession of this game.
Here's Baisley. Pass to Washington. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so we are tied again at the end
got
of
that.
overtime.
Wow.
Now we're headed to overtime
Wow,
number
Ball
2.
just got it.
We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to quit. And Buffalo has possession. Ball against Ball. And Ball get.
Ball has 157. Oh,
Gets it to go on the assist by Isaac.
And what a dominant performance he's put on here in overtime. He has been on an absolute
Here's
tear.
Doncic. How?
So it's the Hornets now. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Goga Bitadze's check in for the Magic. Ball with the bucket.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
This one for three, and Buffalo another three.
Oh, they give it up and they get the lead right back. 2 triples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Ball from long range, and it's the Hornets another three.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Stolen by Washington. Smith gets the ball to take the lead. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Good. It's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And that one misses. Charlotte in the lead. Finds it with the steal. Pulls up. He climbs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Wow, evolving before our eyes. Jonathan Isaac wanting the big bucket. Go ahead.
T2 from Ball. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Now Ball. Stolen by Ball.
Wow.
Green passes to Washington. There's Ball with the three, and another three for Charlotte.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Maxwell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Maxwell's got it all tied up now for the Magic. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Good! Another from three. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
To the middle. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
So it's the Hornets now. And Ball comes to help. Stolen by Ball. Fires from deep. Good. A tremendous three to tie it up. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Ball from long range. And it's the Hornets another three.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
And it's Ball in the corner. Fires the three. Yes! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Beasley.
Good! And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And Buffalo has possession. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a four-point ballgame.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
The three from Maxwell. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Yeah, and Ball, a transcendent talent. I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. And so it's the Hornets who come out on top.
Continuous streak of
A double
15.
overtime game can really take a toll on the players, and after this one, the
Magic
officials, the
streak of
fans,
27 is
everyone's going to
all
have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.